So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now.
Four yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Second and 11 now. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 80. Taking the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Steelers 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We talk about defender specific.
It's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for... That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 55 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, You got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I say it. Remember, if you're taking an extra down now, the ball's stuck in 15 yards.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He sets to fire. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ray McLeod, 82 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14.
The score, Steelers 15, Cowboys 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Cowboys 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their head. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. The Cowboys have once again taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. It's good, and it's now 21-15.
The score, Cowboys 21, Steelers 15.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Roethlisberger on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Steelers.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 44 yards. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And
it was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
What is this?
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in, foot away from taking the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, then I hit that. Okay, then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it, okay. Then I hit that. Okay, then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run for Nick Chubb. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Prescott now from the 50. And there is Amari Cooper. His first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys. There you go. Amari Cooper, 50 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. 30, past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Cowboys 7. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
Elliott on the carry. Mac Wilson on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield into heavy traffic.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. It's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Prescott from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start, as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Over the middle to Beckham. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
14-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Going to take a that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 61 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This will make it into the end zone. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Chubb. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield looking left side. He's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Browns first down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up third down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run. Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Parkey. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short. And whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option. But as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
That's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down...
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Antoine Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. 3rd and long for Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Ball game.
Mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Switch it. Watch safety green.
Now what can Prescott do in the OT? He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points by the wayside on that one.
Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Check it.
Prescott to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. He connected on his first, this from 41. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. He's got the lane, and there he... And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, everybody in the stadium thinking that the field goal would break our tie. It did.